This here is from AV Club. It's from around March 14th or something like that. It's called Lola Glaudini says Johnny Depp reamed her while filming Blow. Who? Some actress from Blow, and what else was she in? Alright. Now I gotta say, I read ahead, and she gives this very long quote about what Johnny said to her. Now, Blow's a pretty old movie. Did she really remember every single word? Well, you'll see what I'm talking about. And another heads up, there's a lot of profanity. I guess I'll read it. Allegedly, this is what Johnny said. So anyway, here we go. Criminal Minds alum Lola Glaudini shared a new story about Johnny Depp from the set of the 2001 film Blow on an episode of the Powerful Truth Angels podcast in January. Alright, this is over 20 years ago now. In a clip resurfaced on Twitter, Lola recalled a fucked up situation that she had never shared publicly before involving Depp shouting at her in front of the entire cast and crew while shooting. The actor says the experience was brought back to her mind while watching news footage of the Depp vs. Heard trial. Okay then. So that trial was what resparked that memory, and now we're talking about 2 years ago on that. And here's the post here from like 20 hours ago or something. Seems like a lot of people just like to name drop Johnny Depp, who've had some kind of connection with him. Most recently, as we know, Dan Wooten tried to respark his career. Okay, here we go. I show up on set one day. I haven't even met Johnny Depp at this point, she says, explaining that the scene involves Depp doing a big monologue while she and two other half dressed female actors giggle and pass the joint around in the background. And after a couple of takes, the director comes over to me and he's like, okay, Lola, when Johnny is saying his monologue, when he says this certain word and he gives me a cue and he says, I want you to just burst out laughing like she just told you the funniest thing over here. She says she remembers doing the scene twice, and when they call cut, this happens. Johnny Depp comes up to me and sticks his finger in my face, and I'm in a bikini on the ground like this. He comes over and goes, who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are? Shut the fuck up. I'm out of here, and I'm trying to fucking say my lines, and you're fucking pulling focus, you fucking idiot. Oh, now, it's not so funny. Now, you can shut up. Now you can fucking shut the fuck up. Oh, it's not funny now. See what I mean? She remembers all this word for word? Okay, the quiet that you are right now, that's how you fucking stay. First day on the set, I never met him. This was my first studio movie. I've just done two indies until then. And I have the star who I idolized, who I'm so excited to work with, reamed me in my face. The only thing going through my head was don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. And she remembers exactly how many times she thought that day over 20 years ago. This woman has an impeccable memory. And then she says basically, since Johnny did that to her, no one wanted to talk to her afterwards. No one wanted to say anything. I guess everyone liked Johnny so much, she's implying that she was the pariah, as she puts it, simply for getting reamed, as she puts it. She then says, without remembering exactly what it was, that Johnny gave her a non-apology apology. So she remembers everything he said in great detail. It was like a paragraph worth of fucks, but then she can't remember the apology. Okay. Once again, she says the trial reminded her of this incident as if she would have forgotten it anyway. Apparently, she said that he said something similar in the trial which triggered her memory. I gotta say, man, not for nothing, but a lot of times when these women complain, and I say women because I only see women saying this, they can't remember what happened. If you can't remember totally, just don't bring it up. But I guess she's on a podcast. She's an actress, I guess. No one's ever heard of her. I haven't. Probably you haven't. So she name drops Johnny. Hopefully, I think, my personal opinion, to get a little more attention and feel a little more special to be on. Let me know what you think. Did this happen? Did it not? I can't say 100% it didn't, but I don't know, it's kind of a little bit of a fish stand at the fish market to me. Before I go, thank you to Laura B for that recent super chat in my last live. I appreciate it. Laura's running a lot of trains these days. That's nice. I like trains better than planes because I just don't like flying so much. And let me say this finally. I think people at a core level stay the same, but they definitely make changes as the years go on. So a younger Johnny being mad at things like that doesn't really say much about Johnny now. I mean, when I was in my 20s, I did a lot of things really different than I do now. I still curse here and there, but not quite as much. I'm more respectful, polite, and aware in general. So, a story that's like over 20 years old, I don't think is very useful anyway, even if it is true. Alright, if you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad. Done here for now. See you next time.